day 2. This is technically day 2 of Vlogmas, but it feels like day 1 for me because the first Vlogmas that I posted was from like a week ago, and it is now officially December 2nd. So we're back in real time. I got back from my trip to Mexico last night and it was so nice. I hadn't been in a couple of years, so it was nice to see family and friends and all the things, eat good food. But now it's just like I got back and it's like full force Vlogmas and all the things. Obviously, as you've noticed, I'm gonna be doing one vlog, one tutorial, then like one vlog, one tutorial the whole month of December up until Christmas. So a lot of the tutorials I've pre-filmed. I haven't pre-filmed all of them, so I do still have a lot to film, but I am so excited to just like push tutorials again, be able to also just like share life again and kind of have a good balance of both, because I think I've just struggled to figure out which I should do. And then I was like, why don't I just continue to do both? Like, I don't know why I always feel like I have to choose one over the other, but I'm excited that this Vlogmas gives you a little bit of both. So I don't have anything crazy planned today. I actually think I just kind of need to resettle. So I need to like unpack and just kind of clean up a little bit. I'm gonna have my coffee and think about what I want to do for the rest of the day. Okay, actually I lied. I had to edit a reel for one of my part-time jobs that I forgot about. I'm gonna edit this reel and then maybe answer some emails and do some admin before I go into sewing. But maybe I should also just like do all the admin, unpack, because my suitcase is behind me over here, get that situated. I'm trying to think of like what else I need to do today. I feel like I had something else that I'm like I need to get done. I only have one custom order right now that I'm working on that I need to go do an in-person fitting with. So the muslin is already made. I just have to figure out the fitting and then we can start working on that. But other than that, I don't have any other pending orders. So I'm really just kind of doing all the other things that I need to do, which is like editing and filming tutorials and doing all the things, which if you're watching this and there's specific tutorials you want, let me know, because I have a running list of them, and obviously I'm posting 12 tutorials this month, and they range from like taking in pants at the waistband, what else do I have, like French seams, gathering, like some simple things and some a little bit more complex. But I would love to know what else you guys want to see, because I am finally like in the groove of filming all these tutorials, so it's easier to be in the mindset of filming them and like actually get them all kind of batched and done, because it is something I would like to do a little bit more of. They did so well when I did them a couple of years ago, and I know that you guys really like them. Anyway, I'm gonna edit this real quick and then I'll come back to you. Finished the reel that I needed to edit, and I'm gonna unpack my suitcase really quick. And then I realized I've not properly put up all of my Christmas decor yet. Not that I have that much, but I have a few little things here and there, and we should do that. But I want to get this out of the way first before I put more stuff out. So let's get to it. Okay, welcome to my storage up here. This is where I keep all my like random decor and things. So I have a little nativity that my grandma crocheted, which I think is so cute. I'll show you obviously it fully. I don't know where I want to put it though. I don't have like a good space for it. I might clear out my like coffee table in my living room and put this on it and just take off all the decor that I have year round on there. It's so cute and it deserves its own little place, but I just like don't really have any other place to put it. So that is that. I have this whole other box which I think has Christmas decor in it. I have this little random thing I made last year at an event. Might put this somewhere. I don't know. I'm just gonna hang it on this door for now. I don't remember how heavy this is. I should probably get a ladder. Hold on. Okay, up we go. Okay. We're gonna open this up, see what's in here, because I truthfully never remember what I have. Okay, most of the decor I have, if not all of it, is actually just my parents' old decor, because before I moved to LA, they also moved out of Indiana to Dallas, and so they were obviously going through all their stuff in the move, and they decided to just get rid of a lot of their decor and things and just get like new stuff for the new place. And the thing about me is that I'm a very nostalgic person, so I don't like to see things from my childhood get taken away. Like, we were already losing losing the house that I grew up in, and they were getting rid of all these things. I was like, I need to keep some, and they're gonna be my decorations, and I'm gonna pass them down, and we can get rid of all of it because I'm gonna be really sad. So we have this cute little welcome sign that I don't like to put on my door outside, but I think I put it on like the door to like my living room, so we'll do that. And then I have this little guy is the only one that's not from my parents. I got this one in New York when I was living there. My roommate and I got little bits and pieces of decor to have in our apartment to make it a little bit festive, and this was one of them, and I just think it's so silly and funny. So I have this little guy, and then I also got this little tree, and this plate is me in a nutshell. It is a pig-shaped plate with a little bow, very cute. So those are the only ones that are like my own decorations that I've bought and kept with me. Other than that, I've got more little just like plushies and things from my parents. There's this one and this one, which I believe I put these like on my bedside tables. I just think they're cute and silly. And then I have a couple like nativity bits. I have these two. I don't know where to put them though. I feel like if I'm gonna have my grandma's nativity scene, I can't have like, I just don't have space for much more because I don't have a lot of room to be putting things in. So TBD on these two. They make it out here this year. And I also have this little gift box, which I believe I also got in college. That's that. I also have a box of, I believe, ornaments are in here from, again, my parents' tree growing up. I kept some that were in my color palette, but I don't have a big enough tree for any of these, so these have just been kept away and have not been used in the past 3 years, but I do like to keep them just in case. And I also have like lights and stuff in here if I ever were to have a bigger tree, because the thing is, I had a bigger tree than the one that you've seen in like my intro that's like sitting on my kitchen table. Like I have a bigger one that's, well, bigger. It's like maybe like a foot taller. It's maybe like a couple inches taller. But I lost the like legs to it. Like, you know how it'll have like the little 3 stands to it? In the move, it must have gotten lost, and so it doesn't stand up on its own anymore. And I don't know how to like make it stand up on its own without like the proper legs. So I've kept it just in case I figure it out someday, but really I have not figured it out. So she's gonna stay in here as well. So really, I just need to clear off my bedside tables and put a couple of those on there. And then we'll clear off my living room coffee table and put the little nativity scene on it. It's so cute. My grandma is so talented. She whipped these out so fast, and I'm excited to show you, but let's do this first. Okay, here's our official tour. My table's been set up for a hot minute. We've got a little Christmas tree. I put these little bits and pieces over here. We've got the welcome sign up there. We've got the fireplace going, obviously. I cleared this whole thing off and put my little nativity scene here, which I think is so cute. I need you to look at the amount of detail that my grandma put into this. Also, she does not use patterns or templates or whatever it's called when you use it for crochet. Like, she just vibes. Like, she just makes these from her own brain, and they're so cute. Like, so cute. She made it for my entire family, so we all have our own little set, and I'm just obsessed. Like, if she was born in this generation, she would have been an Etsy queen, because these are so cute. I feel like the older I get, the less it ever feels like Christmas during this time. Aside from like if I like decorate and things, like obviously being in LA, it's not really that much colder ever. There's no snow, like it just doesn't feel like Christmas ever. So I feel like having little bits and pieces of it around do remind me. And obviously doing Vlogmas is like the one biggest reminder to me that it is that time of year. But it's just crazy, this year has flown by so fast. Also, this morning has flown by so fast. It's like 11 a.m. already. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more admin work and answer some emails and things, and then we'll have lunch. But yeah, I feel like Vlogmas can officially start now that my Christmas decorations are up. I'm officially vlogging in December. Like, it is real. It is a real deal now. half the time I eat on a vlog, I'm eating this exact same meal, and I promise I don't eat it that much. It's maybe once a week, but I swear half the time it happens to be on the day that I'm vlogging that week. I just think it's funny. But I am switching it up because I usually do sriracha mayo, but I finally got Kewpie mayo, which is the original mayo that it should be with, and then like sriracha sauce. But I just am too lazy to go out of my way to go to like an Asian grocery store to go buy it. But my local Ralph's had it the other day and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So that is why I got it. Anyway, I promise I don't eat this often. It just happens to be that way in the vlogs. But I just think it's funny. I realized that the other day. I was like, I swear every time that I'm filming, I happen to be making like a salmon rice bowl, but like I know I eat other things. Like I really only have this once a week. Anyway, I tragically don't have any avocado today to add to it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna eat, and then I really don't know what to do today. I'm having such a hard time figuring out like what I should work on, because it's like I don't have pending orders that it's like I need to go work on that, so it's kind of up in the air of like what I could do with my time today, and I'm not quite sure just yet, so I'm just gonna eat for a bit. Okay, I've actually decided that before I get to work, again, I want to kind of clear my space and everything, and I checked my mail and I got a couple more Homeboy Threads bags. I did a video on Instagram about this. If you don't follow me there, you should. But I actually went behind the scenes to their warehouse. Homeboy, as like an umbrella, is a nonprofit organization that's based here in LA that helps people that were formerly gang involved or formerly incarcerated kind of like adjust back into society. So a lot of the issues that they have systemically when they like get out of those situations is that they have no job experience or don't know where to start, or they kind of need a lot of extra help to kind of be able to break that cycle. And so Homeboy as an organization provides them with job opportunities and training and clothes, therapy, like anger management sessions, things like that that are helpful to actually like re-assimilate back into society. Basically, they do the most incredible work, and under the Homeboy umbrella are different businesses that they run, which is where they employ these people that come for their services. So one of those businesses under the umbrella is Homeboy Threads. They started, I believe, earlier this year, so it's one of their newer ones. And basically what they are is a textile recycling company. So they have bags where you can send in your old clothes and they'll sort through it, resell whatever is resellable, or recycle whatever is recyclable. They're very transparent about their process, and I quite literally went behind the scenes and saw it all. And obviously not everything can be properly recycled or taken care of, so a very low percentage does end up in landfill, and I think they said it was like less than 2% or so. They really do make use of most of the things that get sent there, and they also work B2B, so like business to business, and recycle with a lot of local manufacturers. So they recycle like offcuts of fabrics and things like that, and I quite literally like got to see them like sorting through bags that people have sent out, and it's individually done by their team of people that they employ, and they just had an incredible system. I got to talk to some of the employees and they were just wonderful people. Everybody was so welcoming, and this is such tedious work to go through bags of clothing and kind of determine what's sellable, what's not, and then they also further determine like which platform it should be sold on. So they have like a Poshmark, an eBay, like, you know, different platforms that they'll sell on, and then they like take pictures of everything and list it, and like it's just a very tedious process. But I love what they do, and you guys know I've been cleaning out my closet and things, and I've had bags of clothes that I've meant to like go donate for the longest time, and I just haven't. I'm gonna be so honest. They are just sitting here, and I just haven't felt like going to a Goodwill to drop them off. And then when they reached out to work with me, I sent a bag of stuff to them, and I was like, you know what? Knowing that they take care of those clothes really, really well, and like they're very thorough with their process and the way they do things, like I'd rather just send my stuff to them than drop it off at like a Goodwill or a local thrift store. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I got 2 more bags from them. I'll link them down below if you guys want to get them for yourself. This is not sponsored at all. I actually just really love the work that they do. This is what the bags look like. Pretty standard bag, and they actually send you a prepaid label already, so all you have to do is literally put this on the bag and drop it off and you are good to go. So it's super simple, but the only thing is with this, you can only send clothes that are still in good condition, so don't send anything that's like super stained or damaged or ruined. Like it has to be stuff that, like, you know, hopefully they can resell. It's not like where you can just send junk either. So I'm gonna transfer some of those bags into these 2 so I can start kind of clearing those out of the way, because yeah, those bags have been sitting there for far too long. Okay, I also have a take back bag from Trashy that I need to send out. I got one for cotton scraps and filled it out, again, to be properly recycled. They used to take all sorts of fabrics, but I'm sure that it got really difficult to sort through it in terms of like smaller scraps. And so now they only do a bag that's like 98% cotton so that they can, I'm assuming, sort through it better and get it properly recycled. I'm gonna print out the label for that and also get that ready. The only annoying thing about this is that take back bags are a UPS label and then the Homeboy ones are a FedEx label. So I have to go to those separately to go drop them off. That's not gonna be a today thing, but I'm gonna get them at least like ready to be shipped out whenever. I also have a different package to ship out for a custom order that I did. I need to get that label also printed out so I can just like kind of put everything away and just in like the ready to be shipped out pile, basically. That is what I'm doing. Okay. And that is another bag of things out. It's been so nice to just like sort through all my things and get everything out of here. I just have felt so much more relieved without so much stuff around me at all times. Granted, I still have so much stuff and I'm sure I could downsize even more than I am right now, but for now, I'm feeling good about it. What else? I don't know what to do today. I feel like I'm so out of it today. I feel like it always takes me a day to readjust to like coming back home from travels and kind of getting back into the swing of it, especially the swing of it being like Vlogmas, like doing all these things. And usually the first few days of Vlogmas are like my most exciting days and I have all these things planned, but like this is day 2 and I'm already just like, I don't know what's going on. So that being said, okay, I'm gonna print out this other label before I forget that I need to do that. I might go for a walk or something. I just like need to get out because I'm like, my brain is so scattered right now. Okay, I've decided that I'm gonna go on a walk because I'm just so scatterbrained right now and it's sunny out and I think I just need that. So we're gonna go on a little walk and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna hone in for the night and be productive somehow today. To be fair, obviously I've cleaned up today. I've like unpacked. I've gotten some of my stuff sorted. I edited for my part-time job, which took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Put out Christmas decorations. Like, we've done stuff today. I think just when it comes to Vlogmas and vlogging every single day, if I don't look like I'm having the most productive day of my life, I feel like I'm failing. Even though half the time I'm probably doing more than the average person does in their day-to-day, I just feel like I need to do so much more all the time. But a walk is always productive for my mental sanity. So we're gonna go on a little walk. I'm gonna just lightly clean up my studio because I was making a sample for the custom order that I have to go do a fitting for, and I made it like right before leaving and I kind of just left everything out. Not even that messy, but I just like to have a clean slate. I've been trying to be so good about keeping my studio like really clean and organized after every project that I make, because I think my issue is always that like, because I'm always working on something, there usually is some sort of mess at all times on my table because I don't want to like clean up everything if I'm going to continue to work on something the next day, especially it's like putting everything away, like fabrics and all things. Like sometimes it just doesn't make sense to do so, but then I get in a constant cycle of like, oh, it just doesn't make sense to, and then it's constantly messy, and then it gets to how it was before I did a huge clean out of it. And I'm trying to just be better about it. Obviously it's never going to be perfect. I just don't think that having like a sewing studio or sewing room or like sewing space is ever going to be perfectly clean unless you're not working on anything. Like, my room is at its cleanest when I'm not doing anything, right? Like when I'm not working on literally anything and I'm able to fully clean everything off. But if I'm working on something, like realistically I'm gonna have bits and pieces just out. So obviously I'm trying to just do what I can. It's nice to be able to kind of put some things away when they're done. I think that's gonna be one of my goals for next year, is to just keep this a little bit more consistently clean. And that way it's also just easier for me to film and stuff, because when I do tutorials, I need to have most of this table fully cleared off for it. And so that's also been helpful. Like every time I film, I have to fully clean up after, because if I want to film the next one, like I need to move all the stuff out of the way. That's been just like a nice motivator of like, keep it clean. Otherwise, I'm trying to implement these habits now so that when the new year comes, they're already put into play, because I don't think you should start New Year's resolutions like just on January 1st. Like I think you should start a little bit beforehand to get into the groove of it, and then it's easier to kind of maintain. Obviously you can start habits at any point in the year and just keep it that way. I think some of my best habits have always been like throughout the year and not particularly January 1st. Like the first year that I decided to do no phone in bed ever, like no scrolling in bed at all, was, I want to say, the first year that I moved out on my own. I think that's when I started it, because I did it for Lent actually. I was like, I'm just gonna not be on my phone the first 30 minutes of the day and the last 30 minutes of the day, and essentially that became like
no phones in bed. So I like started that then, and that was probably around like February or March of that year, whenever Lent was. And then it just became a habit that I fully adapted into my life, and now it's something that I continuously do. It's one of the best habits that I have, and I think one of the reasons why I'm able to be so productive and just kind of like wake up with a clearer mind. Obviously it's not a perfect fix. Like, I think not being on your phone right away and also not sleeping like right after being on your phone are really good ways to avoid anxiety. I think sometimes like scrolling through social media can give me anxiety without me even realizing it. Whether it's the subconscious like, ooh, I could be doing this, like this person's doing all this work and I'm not, or like, I don't know, it just can be like really subconscious little thoughts. It's not good to like start your morning like that, and I feel like it's also just not good to start your morning with like so much content and so much like stimulation. I've just found it really beneficial to kind of have slower mornings and just have like myself with my thoughts before I let anybody kind of into my brain for the day. But yeah, that's something that I didn't particularly start on like a January 1st. So all I have to say is that I'm trying to just keep up a good habit of cleaning all of this, which is also why I wanted to do this before New Year's, because I don't like things to be like a New Year's habit. Like, I want it to be just a life habit that I'm adopting for the rest of my life, hopefully. But anyway. Okay, I know it looks like it's 9 p.m. right now, but it's 4:50 p.m. It is literally not even 5 p.m. yet. I finally got my productivity kick and started working on a bunch of things that I needed to do. Just a lot of like little admin things. I've been making a bunch of lists on this app and website called Venable. I'll link it down below for you guys, but I have like sustainable beauty favorites. I have a bunch of made to order brands that I love, sewing patterns that I love, sewing supplies that I recommend. It's just a nice place for me to put a bunch of lists of things that like I can share really easily. So I've been updating some of those, and then also updated my Etsy and put the Lexi pattern on there as well, because I had it just on my website, but I've been meaning to put it on my Etsy as well. So I just threw it up on there. And also I wanted to chat with you guys about something. I literally just got confirmation of this, and I will also link this down below, but I am hosting a group trip to Thailand next November, and I'm really excited about it because one, I have yet to touch ground in Asia, and I have been dying to, and this opportunity came around and I'm really excited about it. Basically, if you guys decide to come with me, it would be like a full guided tour together. And when I was planning it with the like travel agency that is helping me do it, I told them I wanted it to be like very fashion textile focused. Like, if we go somewhere, like I want it to be like we learn about, you know, the ways that they approach fashion and textiles and sustainability and things like that. And they really did make an insanely good itinerary surrounding that. I was kind of scared that like they weren't going to, because I feel like a lot of these like group trips that you see travel bloggers and people do, a lot of like wellness ones and like adventurous ones and all these things, and I'm like, has anybody ever done a fashion focused one? Because I think that'd be really cool. Like, it's all of my favorite things. It's fashion, it's travel, it's sustainability, all in one. And it would be really cool to share that experience with you guys, since I know a lot of you guys similarly like all the things that I do. This is open internationally to anybody. You basically just have to get yourself to Thailand, and then the rest will be taken care of. Again, I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to check it out. I believe there are limited spots, so get it sooner rather than later if you do want to come. But again, it's for next November. We would be going to Chiang Mai for, I believe, 7 days. And yeah, it would just be a really cool, fun experience if you want to come travel with me and learn more about Thailand, their culture, and also just fashion, textiles, all the things. I'm really excited. That just got confirmed literally like 5 minutes ago. So I'll have it linked down below. And what else have I been doing? Yeah, just catching up on some emails and things. I feel like whenever I come back from a trip, it's like a full day of just kind of reassessing everything and making sure everything's kind of in place. I also had to make some edits for the reel that I edited this morning, so I also did that. But I now feel good that I've had my little productivity kick, but it is almost 5 p.m. so I think I am going to shower and whatnot soon. I know it's still technically kind of early, but also because it gets so dark so soon now, I'm just like, oh, guess it's time for bed. So I don't know, we'll see. Alright, it is that time of the night during Vlogmas where I actually have to edit this vlog for tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it a night here. It was a pretty uneventful, like proper day one of me vlogging in December, but I hopefully have some fun stuff coming up in the next few days. I know this weekend I have like fun markets and things. Tomorrow I'll probably be back to like actually sewing and doing all the things, but I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I hope you enjoy the tutorials in between. Again, let me know if there's any specific ones you want to see from me, because I still have a few more to film for the end of Vlogmas. Like a good amount are pre-filmed, but some are still going. So that being said, I'm gonna call it a night and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next Vlogmas. Bye!